Um, what languages do these people speak? How do they say hello? How do they say hi? How do they respond and say thank you? You go to a country and say, I'll use this Okuncharan, like thank you. That's a Khmer language in one of those countries in Southeast Asia. Then you say Salamat Kaayo, like thank you so much, or you say Salamat po, or you say Gracias mi amiga, mi amigo if you go into Latin America, or you say Kamsamida. I've been to South Korea, Seoul, drink lots of fluids. For some people who come from countries that don't experience a lot of summer, like in Africa, it's almost summer. It's the sunshine almost the whole year. And you come maybe from Europe or from the US, the north part from Canada, and you're going to a place that has summer the whole year round. You need to stay hydrated, drink lots of water so that you don't have those headaches. You've been traveling, it's a whole day, you've been talking, you've been seeing things, then you have a headache. So stay hydrated throughout your trip. Thank you guys, welcome back to Sergeants, and I'm so happy. If you're first time here, please consider subscribing, but if you're second time, third time, please give me your comments, and if possible, share the video and let me know what resonates with you. So today I have prepared for you a very interesting topic, and as you see, I'm not actually outside, I'm not running around with the camera, I'm sitting here so that I can give you one of the most important topics that you need to listen to if you're planning to travel, hopefully this year. So what we're discussing today is top 10 things that you need to know before you travel. If it's your first time, you want to go somewhere, you want to travel, you want to go abroad, you want to get out of your comfort zone, what are the top 10 things that you need to know before you actually travel? So let's do this video together. So the first thing that you need to know, the first thing is you need to research. Do a research, and you can use Google, you can ask questions, you can do calls, get to know the place that you want to visit. What things do those people do? What are the cultures? What are the customs? What do the local people do? Those things, if you know them before you travel, you'll be ready, you'll be prepared, so that you don't be shocked to see things actually that you didn't actually expect. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to research. If you do research, your trip will be enjoyable. Tip number 2, what do you need to know before you travel? So the tip number 2 that you need to know is you need to pack lightly. Don't go to a place, it's your first time, and you have suitcases and suitcases of clothes that you don't even need. You cannot even use all of them. Pack lightly. If you're doing backpacking, you might want to have like a couple bag, like the baggage, one bag and a backpack, so that it can be easy for you to move from one place to the other. This will help you from unnecessary hassles and fees that if you're using a plane. Sometimes they charge you. If it's a domestic flight, they will charge you for the baggage, extra baggage that you bring with you on board. So if you pack lightly, you are likely to enjoy your trip. So if it's your first time. So another third thing that you need to know, it's a tip that you need to know before you actually travel. You need to keep a budget. Just know how much money you're planning to spend, how much for the ticket, for the airplane ticket if you're flying, or maybe if you're using a train, how much money do you actually need? So having a budget will help you not to overspend. Have a budget on the meals. What are you going to be eating for the days that you're traveling? What means of transport are you going to be using for those days? If you're going to Asia, for instance, what mode of travel do they use most? Is it a motorbike? Is it a car? Is it Uber? Plan how many trips you want to do, which places do you want to travel, where will you sleep. If you have a budget, trust me, and you stick to the budget, you will have fun, definitely. The fourth The fourth, right? The fifth tip is you need to be hydrated. Drink lots of fluids. You know, for some people who come from countries that don't experience a lot of summer, like in Africa, it's almost summer. It's the sunshine almost the whole year, and you come maybe from Europe or from the US, the north part from Canada, and you're going to a place that has summer the whole year round. You need to stay hydrated, drink lots of water so that you don't have those headaches. You know, you've been traveling, it's a whole day, you've been talking, you've been seeing things, then you have a headache. So stay hydrated throughout your trip. And if you don't hydrate yourself, you might have health problems, fatigue, headaches. So drink a lot of water. And for that case, I'm taking you to our tip number 6. The tip number 6 is take breaks. Don't overdo stuff. It's your first time. You have a backpack, you have cameras, you have people that you have to see, and you end up getting tired. You need to take all these thousands and thousands of photos, and you have to like if it's a local community that you don't understand their language, you need to be like, oh, hello, how do you say this in your language? Then you get tired. Don't overdo things. Just take regular breaks, you know, recharge, take naps, you know. There's a lot of things to do, to see and do, but there's always less time. So don't overdo it. Enjoy your trip. This brings us to tip number 7. Learn basic phrases, and that's my favorite one. I'll give you an example. So I've been to other countries before. I've had layovers in different countries, and before I go to these countries or these layovers, I try to go on my Google and say, what languages do these people speak? How do they say hello? How do they say hi? How do they respond and say thank you? You know, like you go to a country and say, I'll use this Okuncharan, like thank you. That's a Khmer language in one of those countries in Southeast Asia. Then you say Salamat kaayo, like thank you so much, or you say Salamat po, or you say Gracias mi amiga, mi amigo if you go into Latin America, or you say Kamsamida. I've been to South Korea, Seoul. So you learn those basic words, those basic phrases to the countries that you're visiting. You're going to Kenya, to East Africa, say jambo, habari gani, mambo vipi. You know, if you know those words and you're connecting with the local community, you're likely to enjoy your trip. You know the basic names of stuff like food. Like if you want to go to East Africa, you eat a lot of chapati, you eat a lot of ugali. And how do you and you can imagine someone from Europe, or maybe someone from UK or Australia going to Kenya and say, hey, jambo. And people are like, wow, they'll be so excited. And you can have fun for your trip if you learn the basic words, the basic phrases. Saying goodbye will help you communicate with the locals. You know, like saying goodbye. Let me see if I remember some basic phrases of the places I've been to and the words they use. So they'll say, kita kits, see you later. Or they say, if they say bye, how do they say bye? They don't say bye. They say, I don't know if they say bye, but I know they say kita kits, and they say salamat kaayo, thank you so much. If you know these words, trust me, even if you're a stranger in these places that you're visiting, you will have fun. The tip number 8 is be respectful. It's your first time to travel. Respect the things you see, respect the culture that you see, respect the things that you don't really have to agree with. I've gone to countries that speak another language. They believe in other religions. I don't have to be judgmental. How they do things, how they dress, respect those cultures and those diversities. It doesn't mean if you're from the UK or the Europe and you go to Africa and you see people walking a lot, they work a lot, or maybe they're so social. Like, wow, I don't think that is appropriate. Then you point fingers. Now, respect the boundaries, the cultures, and the custom. Sometimes you have to even dress appropriately. People in Africa, in Kenya for instance, that's where I come from, they have a culture of how they dress, unless you're really, really into the city. But in the rural provinces and in the villages, people dress different. They're more, I can call it modesty kind of dressing. I'm not trying to be judgmental. And you go there and you dress like weirdly, people will look at you and be like, we're not used to this. So respect those customs, those boundaries, and those the way of dressing, the way of eating. And of course, in this same aspect of respect the laws, respect the customs. How do these people do things? Respect that. If you do that, you're likely to have fun, trust me. The point number 9 is you have to stay connected. Keep those memories, keep those important memories that you want to bring back home to your country. Take photos. Sometimes call them, say, hey, I'm here, I'm having fun. I'm in Seoul International Airport. I can see this huge airport. I'm in Qatar, I'm in Dubai, I'm in Amsterdam, I'm having a layover, I'm going to Miami, I'm in Florida, I'm in Disneyland. Keep those memories, stay connected. And memories last forever. If you do that, you're likely to have fun. Sometimes if you let people know how your trip is, they'll be having peace of mind, and you'll be having peace of mind also. So keep connected, keep updating them so that you can enjoy your trip. Then this brings us to our last tip. If you want to travel, even abroad or locally, it's called have fun. Have fun, smile. Giving a smile is free. You don't understand how much a smile can impact your journey. Just say hello, mambo, habari gani, and then you smile. Have fun. And this will make your travel enjoyable and memorable. I know there's a list of so many things that you can do so that your trip can be enjoyable. These are just a couple things that I've just mentioned. Put your comments down here. Let me see how many things you guys do before you travel, the tips. Put them here. Let's make the list endless. And this brings me to my next video that will be coming up very soon. How do you travel for free or for cheap? How do you plan a trip for cheap? So this is where we talk about finances. This video will be coming soon, so please subscribe, and thank you so much for your time. See you again and enjoy your trip. Bye bye.